Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is an exciting Monday morning around here. We got invited on the Star of the Seas, which is heading out of Port Canaveral for a preview / industry event this week, and I'm going to tell you all about it, so keep on watching. Guys, take a moment, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell right here on YouTube. I bring you fun content every single week, and I don't want you to miss a thing. If you're new here, welcome, and type a little "I'm new." I'd love to welcome you to our community. But we do fun stuff here. We do everything from travel to fashion to life of a travel CEO. And this week we have a really cool kind of behind the scenes event happening that we're preparing for. So now, this technically is the Utopia of the Seas model, which we went on for another preview last year. But I don't have my star yet because we're not there. It's a brand new ship. But we will be sailing on the Star of the Seas for a preview industry event. So let me share with you what that means, especially if you're not from the travel industry and you're watching this channel. If you are a travel agency and you work with Royal Caribbean in a big way, which we do, you guys know we do luxury travel adventures for our clients. And we also do like a lot of private yachts and things like that. But what we work with Royal Caribbean for our clients through the agency is the mega suite, or what we call the suite life. So we book a ton of suites. We also will have our company events there. And if you're new to the channel, I run an even bigger YouTube channel. It's called the Cindy Williams channel, that is specifically for travel advisors and travel professionals that are growing their travel businesses. That's my day job. I'm the Wanderlust CEO. We run the training department for the entire travel industry. So at any rate, why an agent or an agency would get invited out to an event like this? Because it is invitation only. There's no cost to attend, which is really cool. But this is kind of like an investment by the cruise company, right? To get you to see the product so you can walk the suites and see all the things and see the new ship, so you can really match your clients with the things that they will like most. So one of the fun things that we do when we go to previews, this one's again from our last preview event. This one was the Utopia. You can see I have all my notes here, but we'll get something similar to this where it will kind of tell us everything we have access to on the ships. And one of the things that I definitely make sure I do is I tour all the mega suites. That's my clientele. They're booking out kind of these huge family suites, and some of them are so neat. I'm going to actually put in a couple clips of the ones that we toured in the Utopia here so you can take a peek at those. But we love to walk them because we know our clients really, really well, and understanding what they want and the different things that you can get, like the VIP experiences, everything from butler service to, I mean, sky's the limit. We've done crazy things like arranging ice cream parties or movie nights and different things in this kind of sweet life that we talk about. But even if you're not booking those, follow along because there's going to be a ton to watch for sure. And one of the things I'm going to be focusing on is not just showing you guys the ship, but also really talking through what are kind of because you can watch a million like ship tours on YouTube. That's not why you come here. You come here for that exclusive VIP content. I'm going to actually take a different spin when I'm on the Star this week, and we're really going to dive into what are those more top tier experiences you can do, even if you are sailing on kind of a major cruise line, which of course Royal Caribbean is. So what are those VIP moments that you can find? What are those VIP things that you can do? What are the VIP things to shop at, or the spa, and different things like that? So we're going to be exploring those different areas, and then I'll bring them back to the channel here and show you those as well. But that's just a really fun thing that we have happening this week on the channel. And so we've just been preparing. So one of the things that I do to prepare for an event like this, kind of to give you the behind the scenes of a travel CEO, we're getting our camera equipment ready. We're charging up all the batteries. Of course, we're packing out all of our outfits. In fact, one of the fun things I'll share in this kind of environment that I might not share over on my other channel, because that's more focused on travel agent education. But I love to curate a packing list. And you guys have heard me say this. We talked about on the other video. If you haven't seen our color analysis video, we talked a little bit about capsule wardrobes. I have to tell you, as a traveler, and even if you're just an avid traveler or a fashionista, scaling my closet down to like capsule wardrobe makes packing so much easier. So I use this app Hang on, I have to remember the name of it. This is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. But why I really like this app is it gives me the opportunity to kind of keep a copy of everything in my closet. So anytime I buy something, I load it up. Anytime I donate something, which I've donated a ton of stuff. I talked a little bit about moving from Texas to Florida and our closets being a little different here, and also moving to this capsule wardrobe. So I have less things in my closet, but they're so much more useful, and I'm able to not just pack faster, but pick outfits faster and do all the things. So the app's called Style Book, and it's really cool. So just to kind of show you what the kind of screen looks like here, but this icon in the middle says trips. And so I have my Star of the Seas at the top there. And inside there, I can put all of my wardrobes and everything that I'm packing. I'll give you a sneak peek of what I'm wearing this week, right? So I've picked out all of my outfits that I'm going to be wearing. And it gives me this amazing little packing list, which I love. So, and you also on Stylebook can kind of plan out what you're wearing each day. So for example, I think this is what I'm going to be wearing on board the ship. I want to go with linens, lightweight, all the things. So anyway, if you are an avid traveler or a fashionista, for sure, you'll really enjoy Stylebook. I think it's like a one-time app purchase. I don't think I get a recurring charge on this. I can't be certain on that, but I love it. I use it all the time to curate my wardrobe in my day-to-day life, and then also when I travel. So as we gear up for Star of the Seas, I encourage you to follow along also on socials. So don't forget at Wanderlust CEO if you want to see kind of the adventure that we're doing in real time, all the fun that we're having. I always share a ton of content to my stories on Instagram, so you can see kind of what are the cool things that happen. And a preview event is different, right? It's like not like sailing on a regular cruise. So unless you're in the industry, you wouldn't really know. But one of the cool things that they do kind of when you get on board is they pull out all the bells and whistles. They're wine and dining. You know, the premier restaurants are invitation only, and usually you can try out usually like one of the restaurants while you're there. And some of the services will be open, but what they do above and beyond that's different is they want you to try. So they'll have sample things set up for the restaurants. They'll have different activities that you can sample, and they'll have also industry specific events where we can actually meet the leadership from Royal Caribbean. We can have Q&As and ask questions. So it's really kind of like behind the curtain and the things that we do in the travel industry to grow our knowledge so we can help our clients better. And just kind of have fun. Like, yes, this is a perk of the job. And also for any of you guys like thinking about having a travel business, yes, it's amazing. I've been in this industry for 30 years. It's an amazing career, but it is work. And so also understand that when you see all of the highlight reels and all the fun stuff, yes, it's exciting. This is the most exciting part of the job when you get to go out on free trips and do different things. But there is real work behind the scenes. So while some people on board, will be working diligently. Others will be, enjoying the party and doing all the things. No judgment either way, but I'm there to work. So I will be absolutely touring the cabins. Not only do we tour them for our clients, but because we run Wanderlust Campus, I have a responsibility to my students and to my alumni, and also because Royal Caribbean is a partner of ours, we come back and we create training content to teach travel agents how to actually talk to their clients about the different offerings, how to match the right clients with the right offerings and do the different things. So there'll be a ton of things that I'll have to do video-wise, content-wise, and all kinds of fun stuff that we'll bring back to campus, and then we'll put that out in our travel school Wanderlust Campus. So I'm working, but we're also having fun along the way, right? Because it's a fun career. And if you're interested in any of that, I'll link all of our information down below about Wanderlust Campus. But if you just want to follow along and live vicariously through me as a travel CEO, these are definitely highlight events whenever we get to they're called FAM trips in the travel industry, which stands for familiarization trips, which is when a supplier will sponsor a trip, invite key people or people that they know have reach and have a large clientele so they can introduce and kind of see all of their products. So it's really an insider behind the scenes view, not, with YouTubers and things that go out, they do great videos. There's a ton of that content, but this is really behind the curtain of what happens in the travel industry. So I think it's a unique spin on what's out there in YouTube. So I hope that you follow along. We'll bring back a whole bunch of fun stuff to share with you guys. Again, on this channel, we're going to really focus on those VIP things. What are those VIP experiences? What are the different things that I would recommend to my clients who are staying in these mega suites? or in suite life. And even if you're just staying in a regular suite, there's different levels of benefits that you get. And we'll talk about that on the next video as well, because it's a ton of fun. Hey guys, Future Cindy here. I made it to the editing room with this video and I forgot one of the VIP experiences that I love to take advantage of, especially when it's a new ship and it's a kind of preview event. One of the things that they do, and if you don't know, when you go on some of the ships, they have like art auctions, which I love a good art auction, but I really only look for original pieces. I feel like they have the most value. And sometimes when they're doing a preview or the ship is brand new, they will bring in extra special pieces. So when I was on the Utopia, I was doing my tour and getting all my content, doing all the things, and I kept walking past this beautiful piece. And if you know me, you know I love flowers, of course, you know, if you follow Instagram, you know all these things already, but check out this beautiful piece that I got. I kept walking past day after day, and on the last night I was like, I have to just go and get it. And I went and talked to the Park West, which is who does the art auctions and kind of runs the whole art department on Royal Caribbean and celebrity ships and things like that. And because I was a prior client and because I was there for the preview cruise, I was able to kind of negotiate and get a better rate than even they had published. And now it sits in my home and I literally have this in my sitting area where I enjoy it every single day. So I will definitely be sneaking by the art area in hopes that there's another really fantastic original piece, and I'll take you along for the ride on that too. Okay, back to in the past, Marty McFly, Cindy. Fun. I used to always, you know, when I was younger, I was on a tighter budget, right? So I would always go, just get me on the ship and we'll do all the things. I have evolved in my level of expectation, having been in the industry 30 years now. So you will never catch me in an inside cabin. When we travel, we love to do a suite. So really kind of like that grand suite level is the minimum that we like to stay in as a couple or a family, because we love the suite life perks. So those are things like getting access to coastal kitchen, being able to embark early and get off the ship early, and different things that you have access to. So we'll talk about that more on the next video, and I'll also share with you, I'm going to show you what these mega suites look like, the behind the scenes. It's so cool that we get to tour literally any of the suites on the Star of the Seas. So that'll really be a cool thing that we're able to share with you guys here on the channel that you might not see in other places unless you watch like 30 videos of different suite types, right? So we're going to share some of that stuff with you as well. But until then, guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Suitcase packed, world on my side, luxury, live, enjoy is my guide.